Oh, no, this is pretty close to, yeah, this is where I was at. Okay, so notably, this deck literally just loses lands that are worse than the lands it gains, which is kind of wild. And now you can actually play Verges. Neither of these Verges produce green, but you can play these. Like, I don't even know that you need Starting Town. Maybe play like 2 Starting Town. This was a version that was I don't necessarily want to continue with. How many lands are in this now? 30. Okay, we definitely got to cut lands. So yeah, we can build this. I don't even know that we like Winter Night Stories. Well, Winter Night Stories is a lot easier to play with the Verges too. Yeah, the ability to play Verges in these means you've like so many fewer like, oh, I'm stuck with lands that like, you know, come to play tapped or damage me more. What are the? Let's check out like new stuff. This guy's kind of cool. Power equals 4. I've not collected on, right? Have I really collected every power 4 creature? We have no, this, how do I not, why am I not seeing not collected things? Because I definitely know of cards. Actually, I don't know those are power 4. Like, this is an interesting card. You can just warp it in, draw, or play it. How does this work with, I guess this does work with Trailblazer. Does it reduce the warp cost? If you have, I guess, I mean, Battlecry would anyway. Like, this is actually a very interesting card. Because I think you can draw off Trailblazer for a blue mana with, like, Battlecry. I'm going to try playing a couple of these. I guess power greater than or equal to. Are they good? So the spacecraft will not work with Trailblazer. This guy is interesting. So you can warp this, like, for free, right? Because warp is still a cost, right? So you could, like, Battlecrier can trigger this, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you could theoretically warp this for, you know, for free. Let's try 2 of these. Okay, we're gonna try 1 of these. Just because that's hilarious. Doesn't mean we need more blue, maybe? I wonder if I just don't bother with this at this point. So, warping a creature is still casting a creature spell, so I can use Herd Heirloom for it. I have no way to, like, multi-landfall or anything like this. This is a weird card. Like, it just 1, but it's also just like a flying haste dragon. You can just be like, ping a guy. Let's try. I just want to kind of try things. My entire sideboard's still legal, hell yeah. I don't know that I necessarily want to play the same sideboard, but it makes things easier to start. Okay, so we'll cut the Eshki, we'll cut the Winter Night Stories. We'll just cut the Burst Lightnings, we're sure. My removal is nothing. This card, like, is actually kind of sick. Like, it's a fight effect that is also a toughness boost and a evasion, and Bristlebud Farmer hits it because it's a permanent. I kind of want to play like 2 of these in my deck. In part because they do work with Bristlebud, which is kind of sick. Let's play only 1 Torgal. I don't even know if Torgal's any good. I don't even have humans. This is my only human. I don't know. We're gonna start here and try it. So let's go. We got Warp Temur coming up. My singular legal deck. Sure. I have Stomping Ground of Llanowar Elf. The world is healing. Let her rip. This card is so good. I do have a Scrap Shooter. God, Pain Lands or Shock Lands. Oh baby, Enduring Innocence. Okay. So I can Herd Heirloom and play 1 of these, or I can plot 1 of them. I can also plot 1 of these and kill this with this. I might do that, because then I can Scrap Shooter this. Okay. Green. Green. Have a card, friend. Draw 2. kill your Enduring Innocence. We don't want to get Wrath next turn. That would be sad for us. But even if they do Wrath us, you know, we've drawn 2 cards. Off of this, their Enduring Innocence is gone. Ooh. Yeah, this triggering my Trailblazers is so sick. Okay. We did get Wrath. Yeah, that guy's good. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I will warp this guy, which draws me a card and we put a farmer into play. Oh no. This is a tapped land, unfortunately. I really need to kill this Elspeth. This can only hit creatures. Let's start here. I know I get attack. Oh, this. Oh, wait. You can. Oh, I screwed this. I totally forgot that this would actually be able to attack. Okay, this card's actually insane in this deck. Thinking about it. Yeah, this card's actually nuts. I totally forgot that this should be able to attack. I was thinking it was just like exiled right away rather than having a chance to activate. Okay. Verge me, bro. We should probably have like 4 of these in this deck, actually. This guy seems awesome. So I could have done that differently, saved a mana, and been able to kill this guy, which is probably a good idea, because that can be a real problem for me. Okay. All right, well, now I know how this works. I was like, how is this card that good? It doesn't seem that good. But yeah, the fact that it actually gets to attack is so sick. I had totally forgotten about that part. Sure. I take 7. I think we're just playing this guy and chilling now. Yeah, the Nova Hellkites are also super good with Herd Heirloom as a haste thing that can you know, get the attack in. I assume they're wrathing and just want to get their damage. Yep. Sensei Ross with the 2 months. You know what? Anti-causal vestige. They don't have a token. They have a token. It is actually Ultima specifically, so yeah, blocking that would have been better. Like, not blocking it would have been better because it would lose the trigger. But if it was just like Wrath of God, it's definitely better the other way. Okay. We're just gonna cast this. It's gonna ping their 1/1. They're gonna take 11. We'll draw a card. Just try draft. You enjoy that? Draft is fine. I generally prefer constructed to draft. I just find it more interesting. Okay. Okay, sure. I'll put this Outcaster Trailblazer into play. I think we just play a land and say go. Like, if I take damage playing a Stomping Ground or a Breeding Pool, then them removing this and leveling this up kills me. And if they just have exactly... Oh, no, because I'd have this. This only would do damage to them at this point, and they're not low enough, though. I think it's correct for me to just play this and say go, which gives me the opportunity to possibly sack one of these. I want to keep up mana to sacrifice a food rather than play another Herd Heirloom. Okay. It's unfortunately a draw 2 cards for them. So I can warp this guy in. Okay. We'll kill your talent. Would you try making a Pro Tour again? I mean, I'm allowed to just play in a Pro Tour every year. I will take the damage now that I'm at a higher life total and we're not at risk of dying. I will play Dragonhawk Tempest. I sadly can't play any of these. They take 6, though. That guy warps out. This guy's actually also kind of awesome. Another Enduring Innocence. Yep. They're 3 Wraths in. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to play Forest. Herd Heirloom. Herd Heirloom. This draws 2 cards. Because I have 1 or fewer cards in hand. Alright. Let's kill another Enduring Innocence. I'm starting to get irritation in my arm, so we're switching to lefty trackball. So I'm going to be very clunky with my clicks. Another one! Bricks. See, if you say you hope your opponent draws a brick, there are multiple meanings. Okay, so they have mana for Fountain Port. Oh, they're going to base it. Okay. That is just a 4/5. Okay, so I'm going to play Breeding Pool. I'm going to play Trailblazer. I'm going to play Battle Crier, which will draw 2 cards because of the Quantum Riddler. Hold up. I can just cast this? I can also just warp it. This is you draw twice that many? Oh, you draw that many +1. Okay. So I think I just warp this? Yeah. For blue, which draws me 2 cards. So this will draw me 4 cards when it connects, thanks to the Starwinder. I could Herd Heirloom it, but I feel like I want the mana if I'm drawing 4 cards. Apparently I wanted more. I do still have a Trailblazer. Alright, sure. Let's go ahead and Scrap Shooter. We'll kill this one. Let's play Bristlebud Farmer. Wow, we just drew all land. We drew so many lands. Alright, I will end my turn. Starwinder goes to warp. I can't actually spend these. I do have another Temur Battlecry in hand. I only have 10 cards left in my deck, by the way. Am I playing 4? No, I'm only playing 3 Hellkites. So I still have 2 more Hellkites. 2 more Dragonhawks. Okay. I die. No, I have 2 Reach Creatures, never mind. Uh-huh. Yeah, this deck wants 4 Dragonhawks, I think. Riddler down. Okay. That is my 1 flyer. I do have Trample on anything with Herd Heirloom. Also, like, all of my stuff is free because of Battle Crier, basically. Everything costs just colored mana. I will play this Battle Crier. Okay. I have 8 cards left in my deck. I'll play Dragonhawk. Okay, they die. That game was looking so bad, and we won. Okay, yeah, this guy's awesome, and I should have 4 of them, and not 1. This guy was actually awesome. This was fine. Let's cut. So we're bringing in Negate and Spectral Denial here. We're cutting you. We're cutting you against Wraths. This guy was actually hilarious. He was so good, that game. Vestige is a lot worse when they have, what's it, Ultima, and you don't trigger your death trigger. Yeah, we'll cut one of those. Did I enjoy the con? Olivia and I were not at the con for very long. We were primarily there for the Spider-Man event, and then we went for a bit the next day. It was fun though. I'm not like a huge Comic-Con person. Most of what Comic-Con seems to be is like waiting in line for things, and I do not enjoy that. All right, we really need them to not get rid of this elf. We are super reliant on this elf, so please don't kill it. I need to Herd Heirloom or draw a land into Outcaster. You. Oh, Dragonback Assault? I don't think so. I have a bunch of small things myself. I'm not really like, I don't have like landfall type stuff to make it good. We'll just play Bristlebud Farmer. Like, being able to warp in Starwinder with Bristlebud Farmer is like, I just get a million cards. He's dead. Like, this card actually seems legit. At first I was just like, yeah, I'll just like, you know, throw this in here. But like, I can definitely see this card being like kind of awesome in certain situations. Obviously, like, you have to have a big guy that's connecting, and otherwise it's just kind of rotting in your hand. But in particular with like the Outcast Trailblazers, you know? I guess we just have that enter tapped and we just plot a Trailblazer this turn, you know. You're playing the Warp Dragon. I have one of them in my deck right now, and I should have 4. I misinterpreted how Warp would work. Like, in my head, for whatever reason, it was like, oh, it basically like blinks in, and I'm like, oh. But it is much better than that. Yeah, that's tough for me to handle right now. All right. We'll warp this, which will draw us 3 cards because of Trailblazer and its own trigger. We have nothing good to get, right? Yeah. Negate, you're a little late, but... rude. Yeah. I think we're just playing the Quantum Riddler. Why does it want to hold up? Please hold up blue. There you go. I think I need to protect this with this negate. So they can't just, like, have an uncontested Elspeth. Yeah, the haste guy, the haste Warp Dragon is like, insane here. Uh-huh. Oh, God. They only have 1 card. Mm-hmm. Yep. But this is kind of gross regardless. I feel like I'm dead. Yeah, they just have, like, this and then potentially that, and I'm gonna die. Yeah, I die. Yeah, there should be 4 of this. Like, this is probably a little cute, this is probably a little cute. This guy's great. Okay. Especially specific against tokens, where, like, you need to threaten Elspeth and, you know, pinging the guys can actually be quite relevant. Ooh. We saw Elspeth Smite from their deck. We're not going to attack. They played it in game 1. They might not have it after sideboarding, but not worth 1 damage to potentially lose Elf. Ugh. Okay. This is very unfortunate in terms of our draw. If they just have, like, Get Lost for Farmer, which they apparently... they almost certainly do, considering how long it paused there. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that's good enough that it's worth keeping. Now I'm fine if they Elspeth Smite me. How do you get inspiration and ideas for new decks? Looking at new cards, mostly. Thinking about what, you know, decks are in the environment and thinking about, you know, what kind of ways are potentially interesting to attack them. I think they have another Get Lost based on the timings, and they're waiting for a 4-power guy so I can't hurt Heirloom. Maybe not. Maybe they're just mana screwed and dead. I feel like they would play it rather than discard, but... ah, that's what it is. Okay, not on my watch. That makes sense. It's valuable to play out all of my lands here, especially with the, you know, there's no, like, downside to it, and I have the guy who makes you draw more if you have 1 or fewer cards in hand. Okay, great. That means I draw 2 cards from the Scrap Shooter this turn. I'm just gonna plot this guy. What? I thought I plotted him. Okay, oops, awkward. Misclick. I literally thought I plotted that guy. Well, now if they play like Land Wrath, I'm gonna be very sad. Just click the wrong thing. This is me, like, you know, with this track ball on my left hand that's screwing me up. Okay. At least it's split up. Keep half my guys. Okay, they're dead. Yeah, I mean, they were just mana screwed here. I was pretty mana flooded, but we were sufficiently not mana flooded that we have things that can, you know, actually win the game. They could have, like, land into... Oh, no, never mind, they're dead. I was going to say that they could have land into Beza and wouldn't be dead, but now they're dead. All right, we are victorious! It's our first match in the new set. Let's make some changes to the deck.